All right, part two. I, I I cut it to 4 minutes, less than 5 minutes, because the audience retention rate is right about 4 minutes. But anyway, so after that, I wanted to give it some time. I wanted to give it some time before I told my instructors. And the reason why I didn't call her out at that time, the reason why I'm hesitating so much to tell my instructors is, if you tell them this, right, she might get set back a week in training. She might get set back to the beginning of training. And we were, basically, 2 weeks away from graduation. And this isn't something that I really wanted to do. I didn't want to be the cause to set her back all the way to the beginning of the training because she couldn't keep the RTC maximum and Navy core values. So, I mean, I could have said no. I could have had the courage and said no. But at the same time, she might have gotten really upset and fudged my numbers down. And so I didn't. There was that kind of fear too. But anyway, going back to the moment after eating lunch, I went to the showers, and I still thought about it. Afterwards, I talked to two different types of people, and this is one of the reasons why I really highly recommend that you surround yourself with the right people. So I first talked to my bunkmate, and he's a cool guy, but he's a bit of a troublemaker, and I expected this answer from him. And I told him the situation. I told him how I felt. I said, you know what, I think I should tell my instructor. And he said, you know what, forget about it. Everyone cheats all the time. Everyone cheats on the push-ups. Everyone cheats on the sit-ups. Just go with it, man. Just go with it. It looks good on you anyway. So I expected this answer from him. But I went to another person. This guy, the other person, he's a very, very religious man. He's very, very religious, very, very God-loving, God-centered. And I was talking with him, and he gave me the answer that really I was looking for, and that I felt was the right thing. And he said, Yoon, if that's how you prayed, and if that's the answer that you got, and that's how you feel, that's the way to go. And soon after, I told my instructor, and I said, hey, petty officer, this happened while we were doing the physical screening test today, and just to let you know, guys, at this moment, my parents already booked the flight ticket. My parents already, they were excited to come. This was like 2 weeks before graduation. They took vacations off their work. They made all these reservations, and I could have gotten set back in training, but it doesn't matter. It didn't matter. It didn't matter, because at the end of the day, what matters to me is that I earned everything that I got in my life: the honor, courage, and commitment. Honor and integrity, courage to tell the truth, committing to who I am every single day. And so I was telling my petty officer, hey, petty officer, this happened. I didn't earn these numbers. I didn't earn the numbers I got on push-ups. I didn't earn the numbers I got on sit-ups. And that's not right to me, and that's not who I am. I want to retake my test. I don't care if I get set back a week in training. I want to retake my test. And in the end, it worked out. My petty officer said, you know what, you passed, right? And you would have passed, right? Your numbers. And she would have passed. She didn't do anything wrong. She did her numbers. And I said, yes. And she said, all right, that's all that matters. Carry on. And it ended with that. So, it was such a big relief that, when I was first, debating this situation, in the end, I knew. I was telling my friend, the religious friend, that in the end, I know God is good and everything is going to work, because it didn't matter if I was going to be set back a week, or it didn't really matter to me. If I was set back a week, my parents probably couldn't come to graduation. But what mattered to me most was keeping my core values and the Navy's core values and who I am. That was the most important thing to me, that mattered the most. So when you are in boot camp and when you are, living in the Navy life, there's a lot of things that are going to test you. A lot of moral, ethical things that are going to test you. And I'm putting this video out to you so that you have an example that you can fall on and to be able to do the right thing. And that's kind of really the moral of the story. Navy core value, honor, courage, and commitment. Keep it, guys. Make it your own core value. Alright, guys? Alright, guys. Have a great Navy day.